Psychology theories demystifying the mind and body problem. Introduction. The mind/body problem arises when individuals fail to establish the physical and non-physical attributes of the brain. Ideally, the mind is considered a physical part of the body like the heart, lungs, and limbs. However, the head has special features noting its non-physical presence. For instance, learning is an unobservable cognitive process that plays a vital role in decision-making. The mind/body problem has many explanations depending on the discussion context. Most importantly, this analysis integrates vital theories in psychology intended to improve our understanding and differentiate mind attributes. Developmental theories are critical in elaborating the growing characteristics of one's physicality and thoughts. The process involves biological growth from childhood to adulthood. Cognitive approaches are valuable in identifying different mind states and explaining the non-physical presence of the brain. Personal traits are instrumental in understanding vital psychological concepts of interpreting human social behavior. Most importantly, theories in psychology present essential biological information that aids in demystifying the mind/body problem accurately and objectively. Developmental and cognitive theories. The human brain controls the body functions of different organs, including growth and development. The transition from childhood to adulthood is depicted both physically and mentally among individuals. Developmental and cognitive theories are objective in explaining the mind/body problem by highlighting growth patterns and attributes. For instance, boys are converted into mature men both physically and psychologically for a complete transition. The process, in this case, involves a physical medical procedure conducted as a rite of passage. Most objectively, an individual's mind is considered to be entirely developed if their thoughts are also transformed. Ideally, cognitive skills required for social interaction are indicative of non-physical development of the brain. Attributes such as problem-solving, critical thinking, and communication efficiency highlight the developmental process the mind undergoes. Essentially, actions and responses to social contexts are instrumental measures of intellect growth and development. Dualism theories. Dualism is the philosophical theory that perceives the mind as a non-physical thing separate from the body, including the brain and the nervous system. In this case, the model differentiates natural states, describing the mind's normal functioning. Property dualism theory is a method that identifies the reason as a physical substance. However, the model recognizes that the mind cannot be explained exclusively by its physical terms. The organ plays a significant body role in aiding in identifying social attributes among individuals. It is objective to state that this theory is relevant and reliable in determining the actual mental states, as evidenced in varying medical practices. For instance, neurosurgeons are professionals specialized in the surgical treatment of the brain. Their training is essential in restoring a vital body organ whose absence can be equated to losing one's life. Property dualism integrates useful information intended to enhance comprehension of the problem. The human brain is tasked with the central coordination of the physical activities of all other body organs. For instance, therapists use this approach to treat patients suffering from physical challenges after fatal road accidents. The information on the brain's coordination ability is significant in understanding the influence of property dualism on the mind/body problem. Ideally, the brain ensures accurate coordination of vital organs such as hands, legs, head, and eye movement. Instructions are interpreted by actions during the brain's synchronization of human organs. The medium of sending instructions is the central nervous system, CNS, which connects the mentioned human parts. However, the framework is insufficient as it fails to explain the need for psychological processes to improve mental states. The mind/body problem can be explained by the integration of the physical and non-physical attributes of the human brain not determined by the property dualism theory. This is vital in enhancing accuracy in differentiating brain functionalities by highlighting immanent mind states depicting individuals' diverse attributes. Body organs respond by reacting appropriately to encoded instructions sent via the CNS. This influences the understanding of the discussion's problem, which strives to elaborate on body states. Property dualism theory's attributes identify the brain as the physical matter contributing to fundamental information about the mind/body problem. Theories on human behavior. Behaviorism is a perspective entailing the nature of the mind. It claims that the mind constitutes a collection of dispositions to behave in particular ways. This explains why students in private academic institutions with high-quality tutors perform better than those in public education institutions. Behaviorism indicates that positive interaction with an environment develops progressive personal attributes such as conflict resolution, and critical and creative thinking. However, the theory fails to explain exceptional cases of behavioral attributes not associated with environmental interaction. For instance, it is normal to find highly talented students in public institutions on a larger scale than in private institutions. From a personal perspective, behaviorism is objective in understanding extreme personal attributes among individuals. Violent individuals, for example, are attributed to family backgrounds facing domestic violence or war. The theory is also informative in understanding vital mind processes that describe an individual's reaction to anger or tense situations. Theories on human behavior, nonetheless, present significant challenges associated with individual attributes or traits. For instance, it is common to find identical twins with different personalities despite growing up in the same environment. The brain processes associated with individual behavior development fail to explain disparities in such a mind-body problem. The same case of identical twins depicts differences in intellectual capacity evidenced in academic performance. In some instances, one of the twins is brighter than their siblings despite going to the same tutors in school. Behaviorism has been objective in illustrating behavioral attributes using varying psychological theories. For instance, the Bowen theory challenges behaviorism in identifying the source of personal traits or learned behavior. The drawing of a genogram illustrates an inherited attribute not accounted for by behaviorism in explaining the mind-body problem. Most importantly, personal attributes develop from the mind's interpretation of situations and events in one's environment. Conclusion. Theories of psychology are fundamental in understanding the mind/body problem among individuals. Developmental and cognitive theories indicate that the human brain grows just like other body organs. Measurements of size and capacity prove the mind's physical presence within the body. Dualism shows that the organ has both physical and non-physical properties with unique biological attributes. Coordinated roles of the brain note that the organ constitutes a vital tissue in the biological constitution of the human body. The theory uses descriptive aspects of the mind to identify the organ's roles and responsibilities in normal body functioning. Behaviorism also contributes to the challenge by introducing intangible and unobservable attributes of a developing brain. Collectively, psychological theories present relevant information useful for understanding the challenge in diverse biological contexts. Comprehending both physical and non-physical properties of the brain ensures an accurate and relevant interpretation of the mind/body problem.